Hello. I'll start in 1 second. Okay. It sounds good, Charlie. In the meantime, I will start on some messages. Aware and beware. Let's go and just get some general collective messages or what's in the energy. I'm going to use moon cards. I think I'm going to put these into piles of 4, especially as we just completed that April's 4th gateway. What we think about now, we will attract and manifest. Let's go and see. That's why I'm going to go and keep this in 4. I can't quite go and, show the all 4 piles, but maybe I can if I go like that. Hello, Rex or Rexo. Nice to meet you. Rexo, would you, before I start, are you interested in a reading? Hello, Samantha. If anybody would like a personal reading, I can pull cards for you if you'd like to donate. Help support the channel. Otherwise, I invite you to hang out. We'll see what are these collective readings for that come out. Hello, Martinez. Yeah, if anybody would like to go and donate for a personal reading, look in the description. You can either use Cash App if you're in the US, and if you're not in the US, you can use Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee works everywhere. And at this point, all that I'm asking for are just donations. I leave it up to you. Especially as they make such a big deal about, I don't know, over here anyway, tariffs and driving the price up when, everything else isn't going to go on our end. Let's go and check out general messages for the collective, what's in the energy. All right. That was nice and quiet, wasn't it? Let that sound out. Give that a moment. All right. So, I actually feel like shuffling this pile into 1, and then I'm going to split it. I'm going to pull my first card from here. First message starts with, be loved by the spirits. So someone here is beloved by the spirits. Bottom of the deck energy is snake. Well, keep in mind, everybody, this could refer to someone born in the year of the snake. Go and check that out online. Or if you'd like to go and check it out online and share it with the rest of us. And what years that would be, because I don't have that memorized. But it could be very well someone who was born in the year of the snake, someone who has snake-like qualities. So think about snake-like qualities, someone who is striking, someone who has a good fashion sense. I wouldn't say someone who necessarily is flashy, but this is someone who definitely can go and walk into a room and eyes are on them. Eyes are on them could be because of their beauty, could be because of their fashion, could be just their general presence. They're well put together. They take pride in appearance and they know how to work their appearance to their benefit. But also keep in mind with this snake, and perhaps this is more relevant, especially with the message as broad and yet Pacific as beloved by the spirits. 2025 is the year of the snake. We're in a snake year. Now, is it a water snake, an earth snake, a fire snake? I don't know. If anyone wants to look online and share that with the rest of us, please do. If I looked online and saw, I would have to go away from the stream for a little bit. But anyway, that's what I have. I have someone beloved by the spirits, and snake could very well be referring to this year in general, if not a specific person. But it looks like we're talking about work and jobs, right? Emotional security in Ivy League. Basically, the accolades that you would get, Rice Bowl, among accolades of work. Maybe in Beloved by the Spirits in Year of the Snake, for some of you, a general message is that transformation is coming to the accolades you receive, to the jobs that you have, to your monetary situation, to what exactly has you feeling good and what you haven't been feeling good about. However, you're beloved by the Spirit. So let's go and see how that will play out. I'm going to fold these back first. And since I did read these cards, I'm actually going to reshuffle this a little bit. Just a little bit. I like my cards to be mixed up. And as I'm working with a broad set, I do mix them up a little bit. All right, so we have beloved by the spirits. Beloved by the spirits. I have a Queen of Swords. I have Chariot. And I have a reversed Six of Swords. Very Pacific, that came out as reversed. In fact, since it came out reversed, I'm going to throw a card to clarify. So, beloved by the spirits, clarified or accompanied, I'll say, not really clarified, accompanied by a Queen of Swords, Chariot, and Six of Swords. The Six of Swords probably got reversed because it's clarified by a Queen of Cups. What this tells me is that what makes sense, perhaps what someone should do logically, should should do logically, should think about logically, should act on logically. With a Queen of Cups tells me it's not quite that clean and cut or that straightforward. What this tells me, first of all, is that you're beloved by the spirits, and the actions that are available to you, perhaps the actions you might even take, will be ones not necessarily that are aligning with what makes sense, but instead just purely acknowledging what your heart wants to do and going to where your heart leads you. That's all what the Six of Swords is. Also, too, Six of Swords clarified by a Queen of Cups. Now, it's like now you have faith, you have confidence. Perhaps you've always had confidence to make choices that align with your heart before anything else. Energies I have here, I do have strong Cancerian energy with Chariot and Queen of Cups. I read my queens as cardinals. Queen of Swords would be Libra in that case as well. So I have Cancer, Libra, Aquarius. To start off our energies here. Could be your own sun, moon, rising placements. Could also be with Queen of Cups here and talking about heart space and emotions. Emotional placements in your chart. Something to think about. Bottom of the deck energy I had there was Hierophant. There is something here about bureaucracy. And Queen of Swords, a Chariot with a Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, with a Six of Swords, basically tells me that there's a direction that you definitely should move in. Perhaps a direction that you'll be offered to move in. The question is, the wild card is, or maybe also too, the message in general is, just because there's an offer or a direction to move in, you don't have to take it. You don't have to take it, or you can still go in the direction that you want of your heart. Even though it may not logically make sense, you should have faith in that not everything has to be cut and dry, and that being true to yourself, being true to your emotions and what you want internally, the stuff that either makes your heart beat or your heart ache, that's just as relevant as the things that make sense and the things that meet your criteria. Only you can go and judge the balance of things that logically make sense, those things that illogically don't make sense, but they feel a certain way. What you should do, perhaps because you're expected to do it or it makes the most sense, and what you should do simply because it's a want you want to have, but still no less valid. I'm going to clarify this message a bit more. The Chariot. Chariot, I have good. Six, I'm actually going to clarify both the Six of Swords and Queen of Cups. Six of Swords, I have respect. And Queen of Cups, I have power couple. And I have my cat meowing like crazy. I hear you, honey. He's like, do you really? Yes, I do. You should see him when he meows too. Like moves his head like he's actually holding a conversation with me, which he is talking to me, but not a conversation. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords gets that runner wanted to pop out. thoughtful. I have a partnership here. For some of you, this very well could be a love reading. And, keep in mind with my moon deck, the cards are pretty much black and white. It's a harsh deck. I have good cards, I have bad cards. My neutral cards are actually timing cards. I don't have many soft, fuzzy words in here. Maybe I should incorporate some, but it's pretty much a black and white deck. It's very stark. What I do see here is for some of you, I still feel like there is overall a partnership coming. This reading is about partnership. And it felt like the first part of the partnership was to know your own self-worth. And I do feel like there is some sort of job coming, role coming, career change. There is that sort of energy up there. Accolades in the way you earn your work, accolades in the way you earn your money, the way you feed yourself, the way you clothe yourself. You get the idea. Which makes this power couple thing all the more interesting. But let me finish fleshing out this reading before I get into that. Essentially, a proposal is coming to you that you should definitely think about, will go and cause you to think about it. It's a good proposal. Perhaps you'll be thinking about it because there was some history attached to it with the bottom of the deck energy that we have here, and also runner and stingy and so forth behind there. Perhaps it's somebody who appeared less than stellar with you. You could know this person to a certain extent, maybe not. But someone who respects you is going to come and give you an offer. Now, I don't know with that person, does your luck change with that person? Is that person going to open up doors for you? Is that person going to support you? The power couple is here, and power couple is broad. And then I had again Ivy League and Rice Bowl with power couple. There's going to be a proposal for some of you to partner up with someone. That person does respect you. Perhaps that person did not treat you as well as they should have, as well as they could have. But I do have here ultimately that this offer is going to be made in good faith or in good energy. It is a gift from the spirits for you to decide what to do with it. That's message number one. I mean, of course, if anybody would like their own personal reading, consider donating. Also, if you'd like to tip, that would be appreciated. So another message. Actually, I'm going to use the moon cards again. In fact, I'm going to use the moon cards, and I'm going to use something else I've been working on. This is like I have ideas, right? This is one of my ideas. Let's shuffle them. Let's see. Another message. Let me take 2. Since I know I have runner in here, I'm going to shuffle these a bit more. And as I said, I like these to be well mixed. Okay. One more. Oh, I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Okay. So one more. So I have tenderness and I have hope. Oh, what delicate energy here. What fresh energy, what bright energy. You know, these elements to me are elements that I feel in page energy. Hope and tenderness. Hope and tenderness. Hello. Is it G-Bus? G-Bus in YouTube. Hello. I'd be more than happy to pull for you. Would you make a donation through either Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee? You can find the links in the description. Oh, thank you. Then yes, please do make a donation. I'll be more than happy to go and look into your question. And you can let me know your question. Let me know when you're ready. And I'll be very happy to pull for you. You can't donate now. Well, when you can donate, please do come back. Yeah, because this channel, I do collective readings, but personally, I ask for a donation. And I really do appreciate your donation. I very much do. Okay, so hope and tenderness, followed by Act 2 and lonely. See that bottom of the deck energy here is out of state. Someone could be far away. Curse, old flame. Look at that energy. Local. Family. This could be the one mismatch. Someone's not sure of what they want to do. Someone is aware that they missed out on an opportunity here. I don't know whether they're cursing their own actions or they actually tried to curse you. Either they already had family that they thought they could distract themselves with, or they thought that your family was a mismatch for them. In other words, this person looked at the larger scheme of things outside of just you and them and they saw how their life was or how your life was and how to put the two together. And they thought, oh, I just don't want to blend the two lifestyles or life parts together. Interesting. Hope and tenderness, however, act two and lonely. Someone here is lonely in love. I know we have lonely and that could be obvious, but it's not obvious, and that's what I'm going to go and find out. What is this act two? Is this act two someone who you know coming back, or is this act two a completely new situation? Let's find out. Before we do, I'm going to get one more card, and then I'm going to get it from here. One more card. The way I was like, I didn't want, well, that wasn't the first one. This was the first one, special. And burn bridges, handsome, monogamy, please, love. And with that, I'm going to start drawing some tarot in Act 2. Let's find out what that Act 2 is all about. Act 2. Strength. Four of Wands. Well, I almost expect forgiveness to come out here if I kept on pulling out cards, but these are short messages. Short messages, what I'm getting for some of you. I have here all fire. Does anybody know a fire sign? Somebody with significant Leo or Aries energy? Could this be in regards to timing? Although it would seem like it's more Leo season than Aries season. What I do have here is someone who is very strongly motivated. Forget about fire signs and forget about timing. I have somebody here who's very strongly motivated to make the effort to approach someone that they see, could be even they realize is a special connection. Four of Wands and special. In this energy, by the way, let me go and say 2, I have soulmate energy. Soulmate energy, that bottom of a deck energy with 3 of Swords. This person made a value judgment and they realized that value judgment wasn't turning at all how they thought it would. Maybe in this energy too, Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Okay, little one. The World. You know, they got some benefit from the actions that they did, but it wasn't what they expected and wasn't what they wanted. That's what my cat says. You know, maybe the benefit they got were they got a little pussycat, and what they wanted was a lion. They realized, oh, if I went back to you, I would have the lion. I wouldn't have just a little pussycat. This person got some benefits from someone somewhere, but it wasn't at all what they thought they were going to get, what they anticipated getting. Is this person down and out and over? I don't know. We did have burned bridges here. I feel like that's more the sort of connection that they set up with you. I'm going to leave this message here because this has like past person energy written all over it. And this is someone who deliberately made a value judgment on someone else and said, oh, I see how you live. I know how I want to live, or how I live. No way could that ever work out. They also did there is some sort of family dynamic in here. Again, I don't know if that's your family, their extended family. They actually are like married with kids, or, living with someone, family, but they didn't make it legal. I don't know the dynamics of it, but they definitely had family issues in here. And the benefit they got with continuing to work on that so-called family connections, their own personal life, was not at all what they expected. The richness that it gave was not at all what they expected. I'm not going to pull on this anymore, because also too, I feel like this person is like a tad greedy. Oh, Knight of Pentacles means this person's been comfortable, been getting their needs met, but just not the full fireworks of whatever they imagine their needs to be, or something like that world with Knight of Pentacles. This person has been comfortable, hasn't been stressed, but still feels like they're owed more. So yeah, that's why I'm ending it. Enough with that message. And I'm going to actually do the tinctures on it, because that person's energy I don't like. Go shoo shoo. Shoo shoo. All right. And of course, yes, if anybody would like a reading, just let me know. If you would like to donate, that would be appreciated. And Charlie, if you're there, I loved pulling for you. Thank you so much again. All right. It's like the day of meows, isn't it? Okay, quiet. I hear you. Okay. Now, as I said, I want to get away from that regretful energy, or at least let's give us another type of regretful energy, but not that one. That one was so thick. Let's get another message. This message I'm actually going to guide, because I want to change the flow that I'm picking up. So with this flow that I'm picking up, I'm going to just do a general spiritual message. Queen of Swords. Okay, I hear you. He's like, maybe you don't. Queen of Swords with a Two of Wands, bottom of the deck energy, directions and choices. Directions and choices. Something good is coming your way. You should be level-headed about it. You should also be patient and continue to go and keep your cool, because something good is coming your way. Not here just yet, coming your way. Now, Two of Wands with that bottom of the deck energy of Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. Is it one good opportunity that's coming your way, or literally is it a choice perhaps of what feels the most comfortable as opposed to what can give a greater change. I don't know. Let's go and take a closer look. I'm going to draw some moon cards. Let's see moon cards. Excuse me. Even though I was shuffling those. Moon cards. Since I see coming to see you, I'm going to shuffle these because I said I like to keep these a little, I don't like to know exactly what is in them. So let me shuffle these up again. That's probably good enough. And my cat's tail was caught. But not that one. That was just spoiled. Little pink nose. All right. So for this Queen of Swords, which literally is sitting on, I don't know, a choice, something, an opportunity is coming. At least one opportunity, a good opportunity, may not be in front of your face right now, but that's not far away. Two of Wands, not here right now, but coming. It's like keep your cool because something good is coming kind of energy. So for that moon card, well, not moon card, on these moon cards, I am going to pick, I hear you, little one. I have burned bridges. I have enemy. And I have red thread. Well, keep in mind that what you learned about people and what you learned about situations, you learned that for a reason. You were privy to that information for a reason. Can people change? Well, you were shown what you were shown for a reason. If you wish to walk into something with your eyes wide open, well, that is your priority, your prerogative. But red thread, I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see. Quiet, honey. Someone's going to come back into your face. But I feel like that's not the only, someone who you know is not going to be the only one to come back into your face. You may feel like perhaps someone who you know is coming back for a reason. Well, maybe they are coming back for a reason. I'm not going to go and pull that much into it. But what I can say is that's not the only opportunity that is coming back. It's just not one. It's two, and both may feel fated. I don't think they're going to come simultaneously. I also think when I'm saying burn bridges, enemy, red thread, this doesn't necessarily have to be about a past love or future love. Don't think about red thread in that respect. Think about it instead of who's done you right and who has done you wrong. And in doing you right or doing you wrong, what kind of changes have you undergone, or what kind of changes have you experienced because of the actions of someone who you allowed into your space close enough? So I don't think it's just like, the red thread of destiny in terms of some romantic thing. I think it's a bit broader than that. And I think it's overall a message to keep in mind. One moment. Okay, one moment. I need to adjust my cat in his harness. Not the one who's meowing. Quiet. Okay, I'm back. So I also wanted to go and say with sweet, dark, and low self-esteem. Dark could simply be characteristics. Characteristics. This person could wear dark clothing. This person could have dark humor. This person could have a dark complexion. This person could have dark eyes. This person has something about them that I feel is in their appearance dark. Maybe their nails. Maybe they paint their nails dark. Maybe they wear dark jewelry, dark colored jewelry, dark colored clothes, something about dark eyes. Could be you, could be the person that is around you. With low self-esteem, however, I think really it's about keeping standards, especially with Queen of Swords being our main card here. Not lowering your standards and who you deal with, and opening up the door for people who you may feel a tendency to do so because situations just turn out that way. I still say that if something turned out a certain way, it turned out that way for a reason. And if you deal with someone again, I'd be hyper vigilant because it doesn't sound like whatever played out was good. I have a page of wands, a page of cups, well, someone wants to get back into your energy. You may think, they could have changed. You will have a decision to go and make on this. By the way, Two of Swords is Libra energy. I read my Queen of Swords as Libra. But it's definitely about balancing and judging whether or not you want to go and deal with a certain situation again. The only reason why this person is back is because I think essentially, well, they could see you as easy and they could see you as interesting with that red thread. It could also be dealing with you provided more interest, more fun, more excitement. And I don't mean, again, this could just be just generally how you move, how you interact, what is going on with your life, right? Don't think of red thread as a red thread of like romantic fate. Think about it just as like, life events in general. Some people have interesting lives, some people have boring lives, right? Some people, their lives may be full of chaos, but it still is interesting. And some people's lives may be full of chaos and it's naggy and it's whiny and it's boring and it's stagnant and it remains in the same 5 foot radius, right? There's different types of chaos and different types of situations, interesting and uninteresting. Either way, I could say this person does find you sweet and this person does find you interesting. There is excitement being added on here, which is why that person is coming back for a fresh dose of excitement if you open up the door for them, if you reveal what you've been up to. Don't know what to say. I'm not going to pull any more on this. Unless, of course, someone feels this resonates with them. But burn bridge and enemy didn't look good in the first round. Why would it be good in the second round? I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to take a 5-minute break and then I'll do some more messages. sound bath. Let's see. Another message. I'm going to do the tinctures. Oops. I'm going to do it one more time. Let that sound out. All right, let's go. And see. I have two of pentacles, 9 of cups. Well, basically, the first part of this message that I'm getting are the things that you enjoy doing is something like the things that you enjoy doing are the things that will profit you. So, in other words, don't try and do something necessarily that you do not like doing. The result is not going to be as effective. If you can be genuinely happy doing an activity and seek to do that, that's going to bring you the best benefit. So keep that in mind. Don't think, oh, I got to do this because it's drudgery. If it's drudgery, it may not exactly show on your face, but it will show on your energy. It will show in how beneficial it will be for you, or even just maybe what kind of doors it will keep open up for you, or close. Hi, Charlie. How did that go? How did the phone conversation go? What did you talk about? Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, you were feeling the message to go and contact him. Well, it's good that he brought a smile to your face as well. Did he? I mean, with the energy that I have, I see that it seemed like he would enjoy the fact that you took the initiative to reach out to him because you wanted to. That must have made him happy, right? I would just think that from his energy that I pulled, that would be something that he would really appreciate. It would flatter him as well. And not flatter him in an egotistical way, just flatter him in, a complimentary type of way. How do I know? Yes. Well, I think I can tell. And on top of that, the spontaneity of of reaching out and, sharing some words, some good words, positive words. I think so. I mean, it also depends upon the person, right? Because there are sometimes some people who would take advantage of that. But with his energy that I got, I didn't feel like he was the type of person who would take advantage or anything like that. I mean, if you wanted to go and speak to him, you call him and you speak to him. It's not like it was any sort of who likes more type of game. There's no competition, or maybe I should say no game in it. Exactly. Well, I'm glad that you had a nice conversation with him. Let's see. And it's always wonderful to speak to someone who can put a smile on your face and someone who has a nice sense of humor. So 2 of Pentacles clarified by a 10 of Swords, King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Also, like there's only one avenue to go into. Oh, I can tell that, Charlie. I can definitely tell that you likewise put a smile on his face. That's why I think that your call made him very happy. It was mutual happiness, which, that's the interesting thing too, when they talk about being friends or friendly energy. It's like if you have, first of all, nothing in common, how can you be friends? And second of all, if you don't have a similar manner, you don't enjoy each other's company, how can you be friends? Yes, he did. Confirmation. I mean, I named the channel after one of my cats. Her full name is Mystic Cherokee. I should just call this the cat meow. Why do I have Madame May somewhere? Madame Shell. I don't know where she is right now. Oh, I see her. Yes, confirmation. So in this message that I have here, I have that some things are going to stay in the past. 10 of Swords, story, history, and sexy. Some things are going to stay in the past. They won't really come back. It's not worth it. Perhaps for you to engage with the past or for them to engage with you. As I felt like we were talking about work, it could be that whatever the past history of work has been. It's been exactly that. Sexy feels like whatever the situations have been, you've been trying to work that to your best of your advantage or with the tools that were at your hand, but that's all that it was, right? Just working a situation the best you could. I had Bloodthirsty hiding under that card, watching your videos. Bloodthirsty, new moon. New moon is a fresh start and emotional. Well, this is something that's really, really wanted. It's like wanting a fresh start, but at the same time, holding on to past energy, past baggage. Essentially, what I get here is new avenues are essentially best. Yes, her name is Mystic Cherokee. I don't know where she is either. Where did she go? I was actually going to call this one. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I know, quiet, quiet, quiet. He's like protesting every inch of the way. But then he just turned into Kochi. He says, I'm off. Okay. So that is one message there. And if I was to pull a little bit more, thank you, Charlie. Yeah, he's the last one I got. And he's the most spoiled. He's the biggest cat that I have. He's the one I told you about who does the back talk. Like he growls at me, he hisses at me, he meows at me, he purrs at me, he does everything. He's very spoiled. But he's very sweet. He's very demonstrative. Anything he says, he acts on it right away. He wants to be right in your face with everything. And he loves to eat. Is he sneaky? I think he's too loud to be sneaky. Because he talks about everything. Like even when he goes to the bathroom, every time he goes to the bathroom, he goes and he announces it really loud. He has like his meow when he goes pee-pee. He has meow when he goes duty. He's just like every single thing meow when he's thirsty. Every single thing he wants you to know, I'm here, I'm doing this. And King of Swords. Essentially, I do see that some sort of opportunity is coming. I feel like you're going to have the best chances for people who are watching this. If make sure you do what you like. That's really important. I feel like just because you enjoy yourself or enjoy the work that you do as you do it, you could have perhaps past situations come back to re-engage you. But that's also pertinent to make sure that you get the best of what you can get. I know everyone says good energy, but good energy in this case really will have other situations, other people engage with you because they'll want to share in that. Something to keep in mind. Confirmation with my cat going round, round. Okay. Let's get another message. Let's see, another message. This one I'm just going to leave it open. Let that sound out. All right. You know who's a sneaky cat that I have? My girl, my Siamese girl is sneaky. She's going around like the boss, but she is incredibly sneaky. Oh, really? That's so cool. Well, these could be like little fishes, right? Little glittering fishes. In fact, that would have been so much. This is that fabric would have been really cool if it was a whole bunch of golden fishies. I need a dress like that. I need a dress that has a whole bunch of little glittering fish. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. Let's see. I have Knight of Cups. Is this a cool love offer that's coming? Is there some heat and excitement coming? Oh, I like quirky things. I like bright colors too. My favorite type of outfits are, I like this a lot, although I don't have any shorts with me right now. I like shorts, leggings, like layering the shorts. It's not leggings, but I like putting a pair of shorts or a skirt over it. I like bright colors. I like blazers. I like interesting shirts. But what fun it would be to have a glittery fish. Oh, I love dresses too. I made last year. I made these a wrap dress, and in fact, the dress is actually a pattern on one of those sewing pattern ones. I think it was like McCall's. I forgot the number, but you can look at it. Basically, is like it has spaghetti straps, and it has ruffles. It's so girly. In fact, I almost pause it. I am going to pause it, actually. I'm going to pause the stream. I'm going to get the number of this dress so you can go and look it up. 1 second. Okay, so I got the dress pattern. The dress pattern is McCall's 7745. Go and look that one up. 7745. I made that up I actually made it up as a crop top too. I made it up as as a shirt. I played around with it a whole bunch. I made it up into, I think, just one dress. I didn't make a second one out of it. But that dress is like currently my favorite pattern. I think it's the most favorite dress that I made last year. And I love the way too. I think I made 2 shirts out of it too. I was going to make it out of denim for the colder weather, but I wasn't sure with all the flounces and everything like that how that would fit. But I love dresses as well. And right now, I'm like working with some of my other projects. So I took my nails down so they wouldn't break. And I'm wearing more utilitarian clothes. But when I can dress fancy and be fancy, I love to be fancy. Let's use Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, I have Chariot. Knight of Cups, I have King of Cups. A Knight of Cups, I have 9 of Cups, all water. I don't know whether that's a social scene coming. 3 of Cups with a 6 of Cups. Either a social scene that was once engaged with or social scene coming to engage you with. I haven't noticed that much with thrift shops per se. I do go to stores and I pick out fabrics and then I usually cut them up. Like this I got from some of the things that I have here I repurposed. And the same thing, even the zipper is something that I took from another article of clothes. This was a shirt inside. I definitely like taking things and making new things out of them. This was from a pair of pants. No, I didn't. I just did all this on my own. I wanted to have certain things and I couldn't find them in the store, so then I decided to make them up myself. But I made this, I cut up a pair of pants. I embroidered it with thread. Thank you. And with this as well, this is actually like my perfume bag. I used a chambray shirt inside. That's this fabric. This is a sweatshirt that I used to go and give it some body. And because I wanted to go and store perfume in it, yes, well, this is still like magical items as well. I mean, because I still produce everything according to certain moon phases and planetary hours. But these are for perfume. And also because I didn't want everything to fall out, I put little pieces of Velcro here so that nothing will just fall out. Okay. But yeah, and then this one has like a little pocket in here as well, in which you can put, well, there's a little makeup bag, so you can put eyebrow pencils and things like that in there. Those are things that I like to do. And these are actually things that I am preparing to go and launch as well. And of course, all these are handmade. And you can also feel them or get an idea of them. They're quite durable as well. And they're washable. You can wash them. No worries about ruining any interfacing or anything because they keep their shape. Like even there's nothing in here. And it's still, oh, really? Oh, I love that, Charlie. I'll look into shipping and see what can be done. I'm not going to do anything just yet. There are a few other things to go and focus on. But last year, I was working on creating a whole bunch of prototypes, which I'm going to turn back to. You make hair oils. Oh, how interesting. Or you can make hair oils. I love oils, cosmetics, things like that. But yeah, I make up all these little pouches. As I said, even these magic portals are essentially pouch bags. I also made up bigger bags. Let me see. There's another bag that I made, a moon bag. Like this is another bag that I made. Like it's a larger bag, as you can see. And so I make a whole bunch of moon bags. And it's quilted. And it's quite thick. You can see how thick it is. It's a durable bag. And of course, they have pockets in it. I use pockets. I use Velcro because they're lighter weight. It makes the bag lighter than if I used a zipper. And so that's this bag. And again, you can see this thread that I used is nylon, which means that it will never come apart. It's the same thread they use on shoes. That's an example. Yeah, I use oil on my hair too. I use olive oil and coconut oil. Good morning, Jermaine. How are you? Or good evening, rather. Good evening, Jermaine. Jermaine, how are you doing today? Ah, Jermaine, if you would like a personal reading, I ask for a donation. Otherwise, you're more welcome to remain on and get the collective messages. But if you'd like a reading on your energy alone, Jermaine, you can donate either through Buy Me a Coffee if you're international or not in the US, or you can use Cash App if you're in the US. And I can take a look for you. Ah, well, Jermaine, I am broke. So, but I invite you to go and just to stay on for the collective readings. But yes, today I would appreciate personal reading. Sounds good. I haven't used avocado oil, but I have used, yeah, coconut and avocado. I mean, my hair is actually pretty, it gets pretty dry too. I have curly hair. So for me, I have to go and put a lot of oil on my hair as well. Sometimes when I'm good, I do hair packs and all those other sorts of things. Very true, Charlie. But we'll see this. I'll finish out this reading here and then we'll get some fresh messages. Yeah, there's a couple of my meditation moment videos that I've done. You could see the shadow that I have, and you can sort of you sort of see my hair in there unintentionally because I try and focus just on the environment. But yeah, I have big hair. So hair oil is very important for me too. If I don't have hair, if I don't have the oil, my hair just goes into, it expands more sideways than lengthwise. No, I have dark hair. I have dark curly hair. And my hair is long. My hair, if you pull down the strands, my hair is just about at my waist. But because it's so curly, it kind of hangs around the middle of my back, like shoulders to middle of my back. It doesn't retain water. Yeah, my hair is actually it gets dry so easily that I can't even really shampoo on it. I just use conditioner because shampoo dries it out too much. It's like everything with the way that I treat my hair, it has to be hydrating. In fact, I get even the better results if I use something like a hair pack, like 15 minutes or 10 minutes with yogurt. And then I rinse that off and then I put like something else on it. Yeah, oil is a blessing for those of us with curly hair. We need it. Let's see. So I'm going to take a look at the Chariot, the Knight, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Cups real quick before going on to the next message. I have Chariot. I have disinterest. Crazy. I have unbreakable bonds fell on King of Cups. I guess I'll take it. Let's see. I have worth waiting for. I have now. Someone's going to be chased. Someone is going to be chased. I don't know if I'm dealing per se with something relating to love or just something that you're going to feel very strongly about with all these cups. And what I'm getting essentially is somebody is hell-bent or hell-sent on money and career. The Chariot accompanied by disinterest, crazy, and Ivy League. Someone is demanding accolades. Someone wants to see accolades in here, Ivy League. They want respect. They want accolades. They want all the trimmings to come with education and business. This person wants to go and move ahead in their career, in their profession, in what they do. And kind of that's the only focus that they have right there. I see disinterest and crazy here because all that they're interested in right now is money. Rightfully so. No judgment at all, right? This is not like a bad thing or a negative thing. I just have somebody here who's just money, work, getting ahead, getting stability, getting ahead in where they feel they need to be in life. And I have somebody here, unbreakable bonds. Unbreakable bonds fell out. Maybe I'll take one more. I'll take a tarot card on that. I have somebody, so unbreakable bonds did fall out. I do have red thread here as well, which is interesting. I think for some of you, fate's going to be throwing you a curveball that you could not be interested in or just not anticipated. Some of you are getting something, but I don't know if it's what you want. Anyway, I have a romantic suitor here who is, I guess, coming to see you. Not really getting any past person or future person. It's just there's a love offer coming to someone who's not really looking for it, not really expecting it. Queen of Wands to me just sort of reinforces the Chariot energy of somebody who's focusing on money, career, stability, not really so much looking for love. But that's what you're going to be presented with, whatever that may be. Red thread, greed, and creative. So I don't know whether this is you can have it all in greed or creative, or this is someone who simply greedy for the opportunity and could be very creative in how they get your attention, creative in how they deal with you, creative in how the relationship starts out. For some of you, especially if all that you are thinking about right now or focusing on right now or really wishing for right now are job changes or finance changes or to move to a better place, position. As I said, Ivy League, I'm seeing the Ivy League, I'm feeling the Ivy League. It's just all the trappings that come with, let's say, establishment trappings, right? Material gains, classic material gains, gains in work, gains in housing, gains in having more leisure time to do what you want. Also, to maybe in a leadership position where you tell people to jump, people aren't really telling you to jump. You don't need to be told to jump well, no one needs to be told to jump, but especially in chariot energy. Chariot, it's like if you're not getting those sorts of opportunities, you're going to keep on pushing until you get that. And I feel like with someone here, you want to go and get some work things, and what you're going to get is a love offer. Not quite what you want, but is what fate's sending you. All right, so hair. So Charlie, do you actually fry? Do you cut an avocado and you fry it, or do you take the avocado oil on low heat? Oh, the avocado skin. Oh, I see you put a whole recipe. Oh, I love this. Let's see. Blend avocado and fry in coconut oil. So do you fry the whole? Oh, really? Do you fry the whole oil, or like the skin and all, or do you just use the flesh? And do you boil it, or do you just have it? Ah, I see, Jermaine. Well, I love that recipe, Charlie. I'm going to try that too. Hello, Mimo. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy what's going on. So, Mimo, on my channel, I do collective readings for free, but if you would like a personal reading, I ask for a donation. You can donate through Buy Me a Coffee if you're not in the US. Otherwise, I do invite you to stick around for the collective readings. That's what I'm doing right now. You can also check out the other readings that are done. I do readings specifically by zodiac sign. And I see that being for either your sun, your moon, your rising, the general ones. And the love readings could be either by your sun, moon, or rising, as well as your Venus and seventh house energy. Oh, that's interesting. You know, for a while, Charlie, I haven't done it recently, but I used to go and buy bananas by the case. And I forgot why. Like, there was some good price or something like that. And I just ended up buying bananas by the case. I'd buy them, chop them up, and freeze them. But I was taking all the avocado skins and, excuse me, the banana skins, and I was drying them on the heaters, and then I'd grind those up and I'd add it to my soil because I like to garden indoors. But that makes so much sense too about letting the avocado skin dry, like air dry naturally, and then blending that in. I'm definitely going to try your recipe too. And I will say as well, right now, as you know, I'm a little, my, our cash flows will improve. But I am definitely going to be a client of your hair oils as well, especially being the part of the curly hair group. I will. As I said, my hair right now is actually, I need to put more oil on it, but it's very dry right now. But then again, it's also raining and it's humid. It's like 80% humidity. So, I accept it. My hair wants to do whatever it wants to do. It wants to go in this direction or that direction. It'll be that way. Oh, I add the seeds in the oil as well. I definitely will do that. I never knew that. With the seeds, though, you try and chop them in half, or do you soak them so they're soft and then split them and fry them? What do you do with the seeds? Like how do you use them in your hair treatment? Do you just put the whole seed in there with oil? That makes sense. So you soak it until it's soft, right? And you can blend it. Is that the idea? That makes sense. I'm usually very good with sprouting avocados. But I've never done anything with an avocado seed past sprout them. I'm definitely going to try that. And with the oil, do you put in enough oil to cover the avocado? Do you put in like a fourth cup of oil, a half a cup of oil? I know you probably are on a different metric system. How much oil do you use? I will definitely do it. I love recipes like that. Let's see, another message. Another message. That's what my cat says. Yeah, I had the sun and the moon together. That sun actually didn't want to come out either. Well, it didn't want to be separated. I could have picked the sun, but I wanted that second one. I still have that King of Cups energy in here. Sun, Seven of Swords, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the Lovers. I still have love energy quite strongly here. in this reading. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, the moon and the sun. I have soulmate energy. I have a natural pairing. I don't know so much about whether that's past life energy or not, but I do have fate, fated connections. That's the energy surrounding this moon. Will do, Shireen. I definitely am going to use it. I know those fell out. I don't feel like taking cards yet that fell out. I want to pull. So, yes. So with that moon, I have 3 of Cups. I have Ace of Pentacles. I definitely have love quite strongly in the air. Well, it's spring, right? Springtime love. Effort that has taken or will take someone. Well, there's a couple of things going on here. And it could be because they're collective readings. One thing's coming on is that a love connection is coming that someone thought would never happen. Oh, no way would this ever happen. Well, something quite big is happening. Not here yet, is happening, is generating in the foreground, is going to come, in the background will come to the foreground soon enough. And the energy that I have here at soon enough may not feel like it right at this moment, but stuff is going on. Second energy that I have here, second message, as I said, collective messages. In this energy, Knight of Cups, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. This is someone is getting the strength. That was a more diplomatic word, but we'll say strength. Someone's getting the strength to extend themselves, make a love offer, or make a love connection that they thought either they were inadequate to do, or that they weren't prepared to do, or that wouldn't be accepted. But for this person, they've been thinking about it so much that, for them, it's like an energy here of, it has to be all or nothing. They have to see, they have to try. I definitely have fated connections here. I definitely have love here. But of course, as I said, this is about soulmate pairing, right? Something that matches the other side of your soul, something that is made from the same stardust that you are. Think about it in those connections or those definitions. Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Well, I do have significant water and earth here. This could very well signify in this energy the faith or the strength to go with your feelings, to act upon your feelings. Your feelings are valid, and you should not go and give up on them. Your feelings are valid. You should not give up on them. The moon, I have Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn energies. I have the moon. Someone's feeling very deeply about exploring a connection that could bring them joy, and they're going to go and see about it, see about engagement, see if it's possible. They're not sure where it could go, but they're going to try. Someone feels quite strongly about another in a soulmate connection. So that Two of Pentacles. We already know that we have emotionality. We have the Moon. And Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to take 2 for Ace of Pentacles. And before I see what Ace of Pentacles is, let's go and check out 3 of Cups. Someone sees another as, look at these bottom of the deck energy. I don't know if you could see that. As a sweetheart. This person is aware of you. This person has been following up on you. A whole lot of emotionality here with water. Of course, water could be pertinent in your chart and their chart. Fate here, we already had the fated connection. However, though, with that King and Queen of Cups and the Sun and the Moon. We had a soulmate pair, and then we had another soulmate pair with Sun and the Moon. And power couple. As I said, with this deck, I don't really read reversals in here because the deck is stark enough with the positive and the negative cards. No need to read reversals when I have the grab bag words that I have in here. So, 3 of Cups gets a full moon. Gee, look at that. Another confirmation of moon energy. Something is coming. And forgive. Let's go and find out what the second one is. Now, this forgiveness may be someone asking for forgiveness, but this could also be like for you to forgive yourself. Maybe you are the most harshest on yourself. And the care and the understanding. I also see the moon as cathartic. I'm saying the word wrong. Cathartic. Moon energy as being healing in its own way. In fact, I prefer a positive moon to a positive sun because a positive moon is gentler energy. If you look at a positive sun and a positive moon, I mean, positive is positive, right? It's good. But the way in which it can be experienced is different. Moon energy and sun energy. And a positive moon is gentler, much more gentle than a sun could ever be. It's like to think about it when you see the sun. This is how it feels when you see the sun in the afternoon at its peak in this, and you look at it. You know how your eyes hurt. They squint. It hurts to look at the sun. Turn your head to the sun. Also, if you came from inside, or if you came from the car, if you came from wearing your glasses and you take that off, you know, the contrast is even that more startling, that more painful. Your eyes water, you blink as you struggle, your eyes struggle to adjust to the light. Meanwhile, you can always go out and look at the moon. And if anything, the more clearly you see the moon, the more you focus on the moon, the more you're able to actually illuminate and see everything around you. Go out in the dark when there's a moon outside. That moon provides so much light. Once you step back and you give yourself a moment to adjust to your surroundings, you can see everything. Both take time to adjust, but one is a lot more softer and easier on the delivery of the harshness, the adjustments you yourself have to go into to accept. And that's why I like moon energy. It's easier. It's softer. So Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by an enabler. Interesting and good news. You know, that forgive is a little odd. That enabler is a little odd. Well, we already know that we have someone who's all up in their emotions. I'm going to take one little peek-see at forgive. So I'm curious, is this forgiving yourself? Is this forgiving? Is someone asking for forgiveness? What is that forgive? Because I'm curious, I'm going to leave that face down and I'm going to draw from here as well. You have one little slip and two little slips. I have days. I'm going to put one more. So I have colorful. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. I have, maybe I have to go like that. There we go. I have colorful. I have days and I have Western. So somebody in the West could be relevant. Someone from the West. Someone coming from the direction of the West. The sunset could be relevant in this energy. Colorful days, as the days perhaps gain more color. If you have been in winter, a seasonal change, and perhaps things are drab. That temperance doesn't tell me anything, though. That's just more forgiving. So I feel primarily this forgive is 75% someone else, 25% you, if this message resonates with you. I do think in general the environment is asking you to forgive. Forgive whatever went down and know that whatever went down, however you opened yourself up for, it doesn't really matter, because the fact is now it's over. And the fact that you made it over, you're in a great place. You are in a great place. Even though you're healing and things are moving along, you are in a great place. You got out of a certain type of energy. You changed your direction, your trajectory. So with truth, well, it's the truth that the situation that you could have dealt with was pretty lousy, wasn't meant for you. What I have here is eager. I do think in all this energy, that's why I said 75% someone else. Temperance clarified by dodge a bullet, truth and eager. Someone's eager to tell you something that perhaps you already know. How could you not know? We did have, remember that 5 of Pentacles and Lovers that fell out with the moon? How could you not know? Truth is quite apparent now. quite apparent now, so there really is no illumination for it other than the fact that someone wants forgiveness, they're eager for it, they're seeing about how can they work that around to their advantage. Someone in your energy wants to be forgiven. I also said in that energy, wasn't there socialization in there? Well, I do have some socialization coming up. I have choices coming up. Perhaps choices that you may or may not want to deal with, but I have choices nonetheless. I do have, I think, new words that should have been said by a bunch of people, words that you've been waiting to go and hear from a couple of people that are coming in. It's more than just one person, more than one person that's going to go and make an effort to approach, an effort to engage. And essentially, you are going to be presented with a crossroads of actions, crossroads of direction. That's what I see. So if anybody who's watching would like a reading, let me know. I think I am going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to drink some water. I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll be back in a little bit. And we'll see what other messages we have. In these collective readings. Okay, Charlie, I'll see you in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to take a little break and I'll be back. be back in about 5 minutes more. I'm just finishing up my snack. I was enjoying this apple juice, but I thought I had the sound off. I forgot that I just turned it on. This apple juice is very, very tasty. I am not selling it. I'm not endorsing it. Well, I guess I am endorsing it. I'm not getting paid for endorsing it. But it's tasty. You know, Jessica Alba has a brand of her Honest brand. And besides doing makeup and kid products and etc., she also has food. She has Honest juice. And I tried her apple juice a couple weeks ago in the same sort of little kitty pack thing. Her Honest apple juice for kids, and it was the grossest thing I've ever tasted. I don't know what she did to make the apples taste that bad, but it sucked. I think there's only apple juice in this. Apple juice, filtered water, apple juice concentrated, calcium lactate. I guess they added that for calcium. Added ingredients. And absorbic acid. No, I didn't need calcium lactate in it. Anyway, you learn everything, something new every time. All right. Beware and beware message. I have sneaky. Sneaky. I have a meow. Let's see. I want that card. I want that card. And I want that card. Let's see. Sneaky. Drawn to you. Light and local. Catching someone's attention. Is it the kind of attention one would want? Is the question. Ten of Swords, Star. So if you have been in a dry period, not much has been happening, not much positivity has been happening. What I see is that someone has been scoping you out. And, you know, sometimes people say that things are going to get worse before they get better. Well, I kind of feel like right now, you've already gone to the bottom. And now you are on your ascension up. You are on the bottom. The only way to go, actually, in my opinion, is up. Perhaps that first initial movement would be nothing more than the tokenism of moving up. A small offer. Not the offer that you want, but it's the offer to go and get the momentum open. It's the door turning the doorknob to open up a new avenue. And you are catching attention. Drawn to you, light and local. drawn to you with light feels like your energy itself, because it is vibrating at a higher level. It's not, or it is shedding the weight. Basically, there is no burdens here. There is still anguish, but no burdens. Why carry the weight of a dead thing around? That's what we have with 10 of Swords. There's no weight that I have, at least here. Let's see some other things. Some other messages. That's what my cat says. I don't know if you can hear him or not. I have dragon. I keep on meaning every time I see the dragon card to check if it's if last year was the year of the dragon. Was it? I'm really curious now. Should I pause it and take a look, or does someone want to go and take a look for me? Was last year, what was the Chinese zodiac for last year? 2023 was the year of the rabbit. This is the year of the snake. Was last year the year of the dragon? I don't know the way it goes. I do have change coming. Still, I'm curious about that dragon. But I suppose I'll let it go. I have a dragon coming for an offer for you or with you. Dragons are dragons of earth or dragons of fire. Or excuse me, are dragons of, they're either earth, fire, or wood, right? I think the elements of them. Deep feelings. Well, either way, I have some action coming your way. What exactly will this dragon proposition? Well, something that you haven't experienced in a while. And I also say with this energy of the dragon, it's just not only this situation that's coming and seeing something that you can do. It's also, or that action or an avenue, a sign that other things are coming that you should pay attention to. Let's see what else is there. This one I'm actually going to guide. Let's see a sign. Block. Card flipped. Block. I don't know what that is. Quiet little one. So I have block is getting some more asked for signs. I have new love, show off, and wait. Oh, but this is a sign. Could this be going to a new block, around a block? What exactly is this block? I'm just going to take one. Hermit. Well, this definitely is block in the traditional sense, the sense of remaining by yourself in new energy. Let's see. Now, what I asked for here was simply a sign. I have that Three of Cups energy again. I have Nine of Cups energy again. I have King of Wands. I don't know really if this is so much a sign as just a quiet little one. As much as a sign as just reiterating that what you are looking for, what you are waiting for, you have to wait on a bit longer. I guess you have to give it time to cook, to marinate, to do whatever it's going to do. You may be ready, but the other situation, the other side is not. And asking for a sign in the energy of Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, and King of Wands. It's almost like when you are at your high point, a high point to come, when you're feeling good about yourself. Very possible for some of you, that's when new love is going to come into your life. I don't know whether that's an award ceremony or you just recently achieved something and you could be out celebrating with friends. You could just be out treating yourself to something somewhere nice. You could be with people, you could be solitary, but that's when you're going to go and meet somebody in the energy that I have here. You will be feeling extra good in this energy. And that's going to attract someone to you. King of Wands gets foreign. This person could be heavy set, or this person could come from family or friends that are heavy set. This person does eat meat regularly. This person has some sort of customs that are different. However, those different customs could literally be just in maybe the food they like to have. This person very well could come during the summer. So for some of you, you're going to have to wait in hermit mode till the summer for new love to come your way. That person, you could go out even with that person, meet them while you're eating. Maybe those people could be that person, could very well be eating a meat dish. I almost wonder if it's a pun too with meat eater. It is someone who likes to meet people. King of Wands energy with meat eater feels one half does feel a little bit like a carnivore. The other half, though, feels a little bit like a pun, a joke. Hello, Sulfur. Nice to meet you. Sulfur, where are you watching from? Where I am in New York, it's currently early evening. Where are you watching from? Okay. Let's see some other messages. My little cat is trolling me. I may have to go and get him. One second. Let me go and get my cat. Or maybe not. Let's see. Someone is being dissed. Someone is not getting any respect. Someone is making things seem a whole lot worse than they ever could be. And someone is enjoying spreading those rumors, could very well be about you. Someone is running their small minded mouth and their hurt ego, trying to go and slander you. You refused an offer to commit or an offer of friendship. You have nothing to do with them anymore. And that person can't let go of that situation. And they are slandering you like crazy. doesn't really matter at this point what they say, what is true, what is not. The main point is I have somebody who is in extremely petty energy, running their extremely petty mouth. The little bit that they do know about you, they are running wild with that. As I said, it doesn't matter what is the truth, what isn't the truth. All that they know is that they were refused, they were spurned, and every little bit of dirt they can create or fabricate, or should I say they know or they can fabricate, they're running with it. And as it's so much fiction, they don't even care if it's real or not, just as long the satisfaction of saying it and having someone else listen and empathize and go, oh yeah. Short, I have losers in this energy. Now with these losers, do I even bother? Do I even bother pulling anything more out? Why are you meowing so much? Oh, quiet. Just go up here and be quiet, okay? Sit. Of course, I shouldn't tell him to sit on my... Let's see. This, I probably am going to move. Okay, and you, little cat, can go over here. I know, you just quiet. All right. Now we have addition of Kochi. Quiet. Let's see. Quiet. Everybody is in here meowing at me. Okay. I know, you don't have to go and get all bent out of shape. Says, but I'm being persecuted. Here, the other cat hissing. He said, oh, I don't like that sound. So did I put rumors away? Did I keep rumors? What happened to rumors? Rumors went somewhere. I wonder if he's sitting on rumors. Should we end it right there with the messages that I got with rumors? Should we find anything more about rumors? I'll put a little bit more on rumors, but not much. It's a petty person after all. Little Kochi. He says, all I want to do is go meow, 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 meow. All he wants to do, go meow, meow. He says, I want to go meow, and I want to play, and I want to run around. But he can't meow very loud. Because I want to sing. You've heard him sing. He has clean ears. Okay, anyway, he looks quite cute. Doesn't he look cute? Anyway, I don't know where that rumors card went. So I will pull a few more just on rumors. Rumors, I have a rat. Could be someone born in the year of the rat. Could be someone with rat-like qualities. Could be someone who looks like a rat. The beneficial qualities of a rat is someone who is clever, someone who is able to go and get around with people, although they may be manipulative. I feel like this person is someone who stores, and perhaps they see themselves as having ingenuity in their own way, but I would think that ingenuity that they probably pride themselves on could only be appreciated by themselves and not that many other people. I feel like the things that this person values or sees as valuable, other people would look at and be like the same way a crow could value tinsel. Crow says, "Ooh, bright and shiny, aren't I great?" Other people would go, other things would go, "You just got tinsel, man." Not even high quality, shiny things. Rumors also has a puppet. So as I said, I do believe my cat is sitting on the rumors card, but that so far that rumors has rat and puppet. Well, first of all, someone who is a crowd follower. Not really a leader in this energy. No, you're not going anywhere because then you meow. You gotta sit and be quiet with your little pink nose. And you're going to you have a job of keeping my cards up. That's his job now. And that's going to be little Kochi's job. He said, "This is my job. I got a job. I hold the cards." I don't know why I zoomed in like that. Let's see, how can I zoom out? Somehow this changes the whole reading, doesn't it? Now we just have Mega Cat. If you're curious about how Kochi looked with his little nosy, now you see. Kochi is musing on the problem. Is my little nose knows all. But seriously, I don't know how to go and get the card to get this smaller. What did I do? Why did it zoom in? Okay, that's a flash. Yeah, that's a snippet. I don't need to retouch. Interesting. I suddenly zoomed in all big. Okay. So we have puppet, we have rumors, we have my cat's nose, and this is my cat's ear. I did mention how clean his ears are. Look how clean his ears are. That's a pride. Of course, they do look a little waxy, but they still are clean, I assure you. He has clean ears. Anyway, we're going to get the final card to go with rumors. I don't know why this can't zoom smaller. It just has mega cat, giant cat. But the cards, let's see. Even the cards are there like. Kochi became a Titan. Have you ever seen that Attack of Titans, that anime? He says, "Oh, forget all your problems and just look at my little pink nose." That's what he says. He says, "I am Kochi, 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 Kochi." No, Kochi, 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 Kochi. You know what though? I just realized, even though now the cards are, well, I can pull one more card. Let's see. I think it's too big. So I have best friend. Yeah, that's like far too big. But I have other things I can use in the meantime. I can use these. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Almost. Still a little too big, especially with my cat's head right in the middle of it. I mean, look how big my fingers are. This is probably why you're there. Like, I should go and get a manicure. All the times that my nails were so pretty, and now I have the close-ups of when my nails are looking at their worst. Oh well. I don't consider myself a vain person. Sit. No, you're gonna sit, little Kochi. Oh, we have more space. Well, not that much space. Still is big. Anyway, I have Puppet. I have Rumors. I have my kitty that wants to move. No, you're not moving. You're sitting. You don't have to sit on the cards. Okay, I have Rat, I have Puppet, and I have Missing You. This is someone who you're no longer dealing with, someone who knows you, someone who's spreading rumors about you. This person ultimately misses you. I'll pull a few more. I'm going to use these smaller ones since for some reason I can't get it back. I don't know why. Maybe if I flip it. Did that flip back? It did. Okay, well, I'm still going to pull some of these anyway. So I have Puppet, a Rat, and I have Morning, Prediction, Uplift Your Thoughts, and Waiting for the Chance. Well, for some of you, you no longer are dealing, well, I guess it's for, it could be a lot of you. You may not be dealing with somebody who you used to deal with before. Well, that person is still unwilling to go and take bygones be bygones. They're unwilling to go and have things be separate. That person is sore, and that person is spreading rumors. However, I would say they're probably just spreading rumors in the energy of waiting for the chance and uplift your thoughts because they still want to go and keep some sort of connection with you. In fact, it feels like in this energy, the reason why they gossip about you in the first place is they want any time that perhaps you're thought of, they would like to be thought of as the next thought. Like Pinky in the Brain, right? You can't think of one without thinking of the other. Todd and Copper, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, Bluey and Bingo, Mulder and Scully. Anyway, that's the reason why essentially that person is there spreading rumors about you, because they want to be still connected with you and you're having nothing to do with them. They know that probably you'll never even deal with them or give them the glance in their direction, and they still are talking about you because they want it to, not only do they want whatever crap they're saying to be spread about you, but they also want it to be like, oh yeah, that person said from that person, blah, 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 blah. They want to keep their name associated with yours. Even if it's fiction, they still want to go and have some sort of connection with you. That's the kind of sick loser energy that I picked up on. Rather disgusting, rather distasteful, but it takes all types to make a world. Even pathetic, ratty losers. I do think in this energy, this person probably has either prominent overbite, prominent teeth, a hooked nose, a prominent nose, a thin face, a thin enough face. Something about their hair could be ratty or stringy or short. This person is not very well groomed, or even when they do seem well groomed, they seem tired. This person wears sloppy clothes, or they wear workmanship clothes. What they drive is not the greatest. I do feel like something about their hygiene, although I will say for rats in general, I do like the animal rat, so don't get me wrong. I do like rat videos too. But I feel like this specific person and that specific energy that I'm picking up, this person, either if there's something up with their hygiene, like maybe they don't wash every day or they wash every couple of days, or maybe they keep like a pile of dirty clothes around longer, far than they should, or they wear like ratty clothes, old clothes. They can't get rid of things, they get things secondhand, not putting secondhand things. I'm talking about the fashion. I feel like if they had sweaters, those sweaters would have pills on them. I don't know. It's that kind of energy. Anyway, enough of that person. That person is a ratty rumor monger. Anyway, who, as I said, just wants to go and have their ideal best situation is that people continue seeing their name in connection with yours. That's all they want. One more message on Aware and Beware, and then I think I might take a little longer break. This reading's been going on for 3 hours, right? Yeah, I may take a little bit of a break and come back again later. Let's see, one more message for right now. Ten of Wands and the Moon. Already so much effort put out into something, or so much effort that should have yielded some kind of results. And yet that effort hasn't yielded the results that you want. And that's the energy that I have right here. And one could kind of give up now being at the 12th hour, but at the same point, you've already gone this far. No harm in going a bit farther. That 10 of Wands is accompanied by laboring under a lousy situation, or the people that you've been dealing with have been really lousy. Look at that. My ego is too big to care and two-timer. It feels like the quality of people that's been around you, if this message resonates, really has been stinky. This all just feels like the people around you. 10 of Wands, POS, and permanent. Not that your situation is going to be permanently stinky. What I'm getting is that you have been around people who have just been stinky people, and those very people, those situations, those very specific individuals, they're never going to change. That's the situation. Could be even in this energy as well, that you're dealing with people that will never essentially change. They're stinky people. They're going to continue being stinky people. Does it matter nice to those people or not? They're still going to be stinky people. Maybe could they be more vicious, more this, more that? No, they're nasty people at the end of the day. Do you want to humor nasty people or not? Right? That's the energy there. Let's see. I have beautiful. I have local. And I'm going to take from here. Sneaky wanted to come out. An enabler. Enabler has been a common card that I've gotten during this round. So I'm going to put a card on enabler. What I have essentially is for kind of a similar message to what I got before. You know, some of you, you're just in a period of transition and you can't really rush things along. When I say period of transition, you are in the midst of putting certain things permanently underground, never to be re-earthed again. For some reason, apparently the powers that be decided that's going to take a little bit of time for you to do so, or for you to do so effectively. Why? I don't know. I am not the universe. What I do know with beautiful, local, enabler, and meantime, in this energy, well, first of all, for you to be reminded, even if you're not appreciated, of your own value. And also, too, although in this energy, I can't blame anyone for being impatient. 10 of Wands, POS, piece of crappy, and permanent. I can't blame anyone for being impatient. But what I have here, enabler, and meantime, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's like you're worthy. It's going to take a little bit of time for stuff to come through. Local. With local, it's like you don't have to go and look that far, move that far, think that you have to do any large movements to get what you want, what you've been laboring for, what you deserve for. No amount of effort is going to speed this up right now into getting what you want. I do think all the lousy people that you've been dealing with, they are being buried permanently, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't know, for the dust to settle or the ground to be stable, or for new people to prop up, or those dead things to stay like dead in the ground forever. There's something horrific about how they need to go and stay inside and stay dead and buried. So there is patience that's required to find you no matter what you earned to get, earned to receive, is going to find you no matter what. It's just a matter of time. You don't have to go looking for it. It will come to you, but not right now. Right now, things are in the process of shifting for you, in the process of being buried. You need to have patience. I will also say in this energy, it doesn't really matter where you go to, who you talk with. Again, there's something about just the energy having to settle and shift. And so in that energy, it doesn't matter if you go to a new country. It doesn't matter if you stay right where you are. What you're earned to get, you will get, no matter where you are. So rest assured of that. I am going to take a break because I am still a little tired. I'll be back later. Unless anybody would like a reading, for one now. And if you want to enjoy the collective readings, check out the channel a bit later. I'm going to go and take a break. Bye-bye.